Hi dear students, hope you all are doing well. Today we are going to study a new chapter named Bipin Chowdhury's Lapse of Memory written by Satyajit Ray. Satyajit Ray is one among the most famous and can even say the greatest filmmaker that have ever born in our nation. His famous works, including the trilogy of Appu, Pade Panchali, and so on. He has even bagged plenty of awards like Bharat Ratna, the honorary award given by the Academy Awards, and so on. So today we are going to study a small story written by the greatest filmmaker. So let us get into the chapter. Bipin Chowdhury is the protagonist or the main character in our chapter. We can even call him an introvert. He doesn't speak to plenty of people. He is a workaholic guy. Daily he goes to his grade 4, great company and he works 24 into 7 there. And he doesn't even have a bunch of friends. He will always be accompanied with plenty of books. Other than friends, he had many company with books. Every weekend, he will go to the Kali Charan's market and he will be buying a book, not just a book, he will buy 4 or 5 books from there, which he will read for the whole week. One fine Monday, he was coming back from his work and he got to the Kali Charan's new market and he was going through the books that he hasn't yet read there. And when he was going through all those books there, he feels like someone is beside him. Someone has reached beside him and he turned around and looked at a man who had a round face and he asked him. And that man asked our Bipin that, "Do you know me?" And Bipin, in all amused, he thought that, "Have I met you before?" He said that, he introduced himself that, "Don't you remember me, man? I am Parimal Gose." Parimal Gose? Bipin thought that, "I don't know anyone with that name." And he said that, "Don't you remember me, man? Because we have been all together in Ranchi in 1958. Our Bipin Chowdhury was really worried and he was amazed and thought that and said that, "I always wanted to go to Ranchi, but I never have been to Ranchi." Parimal Gose said that, "What foolishness are you speaking? We were there in Ranchi in 1958. Bipin, who is a really workaholic guy, has a good memory also, and he will never forget anything that happens in his life." And he said that, no, there is no chance because at that time I was in Kanpur. In 1958, I have been to Kanpur and I love to be there. I love to go to, and I always wanted to go to this Ranchi, but I was not able to go there. Parimal Gose said that, What are you saying? What are you saying even, man? Mr. Chowdhury, don't you remember me? We have been to this place once in 1958 in Ranchi and we have even stayed at your friend Dr. Dinesh Mukherjee's bungalow." And Bipin thought that, this man is trying to irritate me. How many times I am saying to you, I haven't ever been to this Ranchi. I really wanted to go there, but I never have been to Ranchi. And Parimal Gose said that, do you have a cut mark in your knee? Because try to remember, Chowdhury, because when we went there in Hudru Falls, you fell down there. That cut mark you have in your knee is because of that. Chowdhury thought that no, there is no way for that. And to make him assure that we have been together, they have been together, Parimal Gose said one more thing, that he is and his wife has passed away 10 years before and he had no children. Our Bipin Chowdhury doesn't had any children. His wife has passed away plenty of years before and his only relative was a brother who was insane and died. Bipin Chowdhury was really amazed by hearing all these things and thought that how come this man know everything about me? Because I don't share all these stuffs with anyone like this. And how come this man know everything that happened in my life? Still, what Bipin Chowdhury was not ready to say that, ah yes man, we have been together. Because his mind is not ready to think the way that he has forgotten something, a special thing in his life. The name of the chapter is Bipin Chowdhury's Lapse of Memory. Lapse is a small loss. Okay. And Bipin Chowdhury went back to his home by making a serious argument there. And he thought even that these guys, all of these guys are so much irritating and they are making nuisance in my life. Because so many time in the precious time that I would have been spent alone happily reading something is spoiled by this useless guy. These guys are irritating me like anything. And he rushed to the car and went back to his room. After having a chat there with that man, our Bipin Chowdhury is really tired and exhausted by speaking with that man. And he got into the car and said to the driver that please go by near the Ganges or the Ganga. Meanwhile, while going through that path, he thought that how is this guy able to know every minute thing that happened in my life? I am a responsible guy. I don't share plenty much of my things with everyone and I am an employee of a reputed corporation either. But how come I should lose my memory? Because I am such a workaholic and efficient guy there. I will not be losing anything in my mind. And that thing have occurred only 1958 is just passed by 7 or 8 years before. I will never forget that. But on the way, he thought that everything that Parimal Gose said, the bad, the death of his brother, he had no children, the death of his wife, and even the cut mark he said that our Bipin had in his knee was a real thing. Bipin thought that, have I been to that place? I don't know. I am not able to remember. And he was not even able to remember that how does that cut mark occurred there in his foot, in his knee. He went back to his home and had a leisure time there. He sat down in his air-conditioned AC room and he was reclusing like anything. With all this, now I am happy, alone, beautiful, and he was sipping a small cool drink also. Here, even though when he was there, he forgot everything about that. Next day, he went to his firm, and still, even after a day, that minute thing that occurred last day is still ruminating in his mind, and he's thought of calling Dr. Dinesh Mukherjee. Because Parimal Gose said that you were along with Dr. Dinesh Mukherjee, who was a friend of him. Bipin Chowdhury first thought that I can't call him. If I call him and he got to realize that I am making a mistake, he will be making fun of me and I won't be able to bear that awkward feeling. But when the time passed by, he thought that he was really restless and thought those thoughts were ruminating in his mind. And he thought that whatever thing happens in my mind, whatever thing goes around, I will go and call him and ask him what both of them have done during in 1958. He was sure that he had been to Nagpur in the time of pujas, but to make a confirmation, he called that doctor. And our Chowdhury asked Dinesh, Dr. Dinesh, that, hello Dinesh, I just wanted to confirm one thing, that in 1958, in 58, have you been to anywhere? Dinesh replied that, 1958, I'm not able to remember what are things that have happened that time, and I want to search in my diary. Oh, so, okay. Just go through their diary. I will hand this phone with me. And while going through the diary, Bipin Chowdhury was going through a whirlpool of heartbeat. He was thinking that his heart was beating like anything. That way, his heartbeat was working. And Bipin called him and said that Dr. Dinesh took the receiver back and tell him, yes, we too have been to Ranchi in 1958. Why are you asking that? Because you had a good memory and you will be remembering that, right? So, why are you asking that even? No. Bipin Chowdhury thought, it's just a casual call. And he just hung up the phone. And Bipin Chowdhury realized that, oh my goodness, what have happened to me? What is going around in my life? Because I am a reputed employee in this organization and I am forgetting an important thing that has happened in my life. Oh, I won't be able to live such a happy life again. He was really devastated. After realizing all these things, Bipin Babu have already become almost like an insane man, and he has lost everything, the energy, the love to work. He has lost everything, and he went back to his home and he thought that if a small injury happened to our brain, there is a chance to lose some memories in our life, that for some things that have occurred in our life, we will be not remembering or we will be forgetting that thing. But how? Because I am able to remember all the things in my life except this single incident that occurred in my life. He thought that how could this even be possible? How is it happening? When he was reclusing in his room, his servant came and said that, Ji, Chuni Babu has arrived and he is waiting for you in your couch. Bipin Babu was really frustrated by hearing this thing also. And he thought that Chuni Babu have again came here and he will be asking for a job chance or to help. We have already said that our Bipin Babu doesn't like the company of many people, and Chuni Babu was coming there to get a help from our Bipin Babu. Bipin thought that, just said to him, now I am busy and please say to him to come again after a week or more. But a small flash came to his mind. Suddenly, Bipin Babu ran to Chuni Babu and asked him, Chuni Babu, do you remember, have I been to Ranchi in 1958 or 59? Chuni Babu said that, I don't remember which year exactly it was. I think it was in 58 or 59. And Bipin Babu again asked him, are you sure? Because I am not able to remember. Chuni Babu sat there and stared at our Bipin Babu and asked him, are you onto drugs or what? Have you taken any illicit medicines or drugs? I never thought you will be becoming like this, because I was the one who taken you to the railway station, and also I was the one who given you the tickets, and when you went into the train, your fan was not working. I somehow managed to get a mechanic from there and I repaired it for you. After hearing all these things, our Bipin Babu was really sad, because even Chuni is able to remember a particular incident that occurred in his life, and Bipin is not able to. Bipin was really devastated and thought that, oh my goodness, what is happening to me? Am I going to lose everything that I remember? But looking at your Bipin Babu and realizing that he is in a problematic situation now, what Chuni Babu doesn't ask for help and he just went away. Next day, our Bipin Babu went to Dr. Chanda and asked him to help him because he is going through a horrible problem. Because I am a righteous person. I have never committed any bad things or sins in my life. I am a good ordered life man. And what is happening to me? I have forgotten a simple thing that occurred in my life. Everyone around me is able to remember that, but I am not able to. And the doctor is also gone nuts and said that this is the first time I am hearing such a thing. Because I have heard about memory loss, but this type of memory loss, losing the idea of a single incident that occurred in our life, is a rare thing. And the doctor advised him to go to Ranchi again. And if you go to Ranchi again, you will be able to remember if you have been there, what have happened in your life, you will be able to recall those. Suddenly, Bebin Babu, with a happy mind, and went to take the train tickets, taking the leave from his office, and went there. Next day, he reached Ranchi, and the sudden moment when he went down into the railway station, he got to realize that he has never been there. I'm damn sure that I has never been to this place. I have never come here. He went all through the places, especially the tourist places, the Hundru Falls, and every nook and corner he went there. And he said he realized that he has never been there. But at the end term, to make an affirmation, to confirm that he has never been there, he went to Hudru Falls. The first man, Parimal Gose, said that at Hudru Falls, he fell down and his knee got an inch of mark. A hurt was there. But to confirm that, he went there. And after being there, he fainted down. Two Gujarati men came there and helped him. Man, what happened? What happened? Are you okay? They was helping him with giving water and helping him. When those Gujarati guys came there, Bipin Babu was devastated and says that, I have lost everything in my life. How will I be able to recall all? Because a huge incident that occurred in my life, I'm not able to recall that. He was really sad. He went back to his hometown and he put some ice cubes below his pillow and laid in that pillow. And what he did was, he was trying to get a calm sleep, but he was not able to. He was thinking that he is going through a major problem, major illness, and major thing in his life. Major injury has occurred, and he is going to forget everything that has occurred in his life. And he was really sad. Suddenly, the servant came there and gave him a letter, and that letter was from Chuni Babu. And it said that whenever you get that, this is a confidential one and an urgent one, because no one else should be allowed to read that. He was really sad, devastated, and going through this problem. Still, he thought of reading that letter, but after reading that, he got to realize that everything that occurred to him was a plan made by the Chuni Babu. Chuni Babu was coming to him to get a job for several weeks, and he was a good friend of our baby Babu also. Still, baby Babu doesn't help him. Chuni Babu said that, Are Bebin, I have come to you plenty of times and you have never helped me, and there was no better way for me to make a fool of you than this way. And sorry for making a trouble in your life. Now, one of the books that I have been written was selected by a publisher and he is going to publish. And sorry for everything. Bebin Babu at the same time was really happy and also surprised, because he was happy that he is not having any problem, and and he was surprised that his friend has cheated him. The doctor came there and asked our Bebin Babu Chowdhury that, are you okay now? Are you able to remember all things happened in your life? Bebin Babu in a calm mood said that, Doctor, I am okay. I am out of danger now. And I called you because I am having a pain in my physique because I fell down in the Hudru Falls. And I am now able, after going there, I am now able to remember all the things that occurred in my life. Bebin Babu, the doctor Chanda thought that, oh man, this is a medical miracle. I never have seen such a thing that occurred to anyone. And I will write it down in a journal too. The story ends there. Now I need your cooperation. You have to send me a note, a page full, which includes both the pros and cons, the positives and the negatives that occurred in the chapter, saying that which side are you in? You have to write supporting Bebin Babu because he has gone through all this problem because of Chuni Babu. And next paragraph, you must support Chuni Babu that a friend in need is a friend indeed. So in that way, Chuni Babu, Bebin Babu doesn't help our Chuni Babu. That's the reason why Chuni Babu tried to cheat him. Which side are you in? I don't need your side, but you have to write both views. The views supporting Bebin Babu's thought and Chuni Babu's thought. I hope you people realize the essence of the chapter. Thank you for watching. If you encounter any sort of doubt, please let me know. Thank you people.